I guess we're gonna have to do this, huh? You're wondering where the fuck I've been for the last year and a half. Let's just say I've been through the gutter and the mud type of shit. But yeah, rip the fan edits, the mads, you know, we'll bring those back, but I don't know when. I warn you, this video gets not even this video gets way toxic to the point where it might discredit the video, but who gives a shit, right? I'm not like Marcos or who the fuck the famous Toko tubers are. So let's get started, shall we? Remember, I am just a regular Joe who just watches this kid show for 4-year-olds, okay? This week the new V-Vice episode aired, and if you don't know what the fuck is a V-Vice, it's basically the new season of Rider. Not gonna lie, this show is kind of fire. If you're getting into Toku or Rider in general, it's a good starting point. This week's episode was kinda ass considering we had Daichi's bitch ass jobbing again. Akuro's bullshit relationship thingy with Hana or Aguilera, what the fuck she's called. Have the identity of the over-demons thing. If you don't know what the fuck is this dookie ass looking for on the screen, let me explain, shall we? So back in, I wanna say February, Trevor got hacked and with it leaked a bunch of shit. Sounds like Komodo Dragon, Hedgehog, Bear, etc, etc. And with the transformation sound of over-demons triggered by the Kawada or Stag Beetle stamp in February, man. And then when the scans got revealed back in May, which is like, you know, showing off the suits and shit, we were wondering, what in God's name is Toei doing with this shit? I mean, for a super form, my boy, that shit looked like doodoo daiki cheeks. Now the speculation game began, alright? First up, you have the golden child, the goat himself, fucking Hiromi, baby. Since we last time we saw him, that man fell out of a fucking cliff, was chilling with his mama in the countryside, so it kinda makes sense why he should return as the over-demons. I mean, hell, they did it for Jin and Laser Turbo, so we might as well do it for him, right? One small issue, remember that accelerated aging that he had to have when he was like 80 internally or something like that? And him coming back within episode 35 wouldn't make sense with that explanation, cause imagine you're 80 years old eternally and fighting like a motherfucker. That would not make sense, right? The second option we have is the fanboy himself, George. Now up until this point the dude was just chilling. I mean, hell, he became demons one time, right? Which was cool. Then just straight up and time out, nothing else. The third option most people thought was Genta, aka the father. Now turns out this dude was a fucking writer before called Veil, right? The prototype. Now that badass motherfucker can whoop anyone, right? There's one problem with Genta. Knowing him, he would have declined the chance because he didn't want to harm anything again. But for sure, we would have the return of the GO. For sure, we would have the fanboy becoming a writer. For sure, we would have the father coming in, saving the day, and becoming over-demons, right?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Why? Why the fuck did he make him a writer? Motherfucker! Okay, let's chill out for a minute here, right? So, turns out this dude asked George's dad to make him a driver, and his daddy was like, you're not even strong enough to become a meat shield. Plus, the episode preview kinda made it too obvious that he was gonna become over-demons, but we thought to ourselves, nah, it's probably gonna be a bait and switch type of move. Before we go to overdrive toxicity, I want to make this clear, this is not about his actor. I'm sure the dude playing him is a nice guy, saves the puppies, the earth, yada yada, right? But why in God's Khonshu name, why did they do this? This show has been on a downslope so hard, and might crash land to Avalanche City. This idea literally fucking proves everybody should become a writer. This dude comes in after 35 episodes, doesn't have development, and he just saves the day as a super form. What is this, hashtag Hikaru sweep or something? But Omega, you should give the guy a chance, you know, it's his debut episode. You guys didn't love Hiromi, he's gonna come back soon. Oh, this is why the Toku community gets us such a bad rep. You're such a big old meanie. Sakura Hana is the best relationship. You really think I'm mean, bitch? Bet! Shut the fuck up and let me explain without my bias. The move is straight up god awful, right? You gave a dude who is in the show for 34 episodes, a minor character, only does one or two things, right? And gave a whole new suit. And you expect me to believe I will support him? So Kinshada, you really have Daichi, your secondary writer, jobbing for the last 3 fucking episodes. Like, you killed off arguably one of the best characters in the show with Kagura and gave him whole leaving as a return. Now you want to discredit her and gave his time to Sakura? Like, my brother in Christ, you're doing the other brother bad. Like, I don't mind Sakura, but my brother, you're doing Daichi so bad. And you know what's the worst part? Holy Ring might be his last form in the show, unless the God Zone is banned, like, pull off a God Sync, but that's a super doubt. Alright, the gloves are off. This motherfucker can suck a dick. I don't care. Like, I'll still support the show, don't get me wrong. I still love Revice. Hell, it's much better than Saber Tensei improvement. It's worse than the Poppy move, which, by the way, I like X8, but that Poppy move was bullshit, okay? I'm still a Rider fan at the end of the day, but that's kind of slowly decreasing because of my marathon watching of Sentai and Ultra. I'm out. I'll see you bitches later in the Bozo Hell. And remember, go watch Tiga. That shit's the GOAT. Yeah, this shit sucks. I don't know why you guys couldn't be Coolio Rider. Like, you teased him with the Buffalo stamp, but like, I don't know. Like, this shit looks ugly. I get the whole orange marbling thing because, you know, yada yada, but I'm not feeling this suit. And the fact that it got leaked is even worse, man. So, like, I don't know, Toei Psika.